Hello, I'm back. Let me just go ahead and fix the game capture a second. Center that a little bit. I need to go to kick real quick. That rhymed. And change the title of my stream, of my new stream, because for some reason it will not change it, so I need to do that. Okay, that should be good, I think. I'm at 9 followers on Kick. Cool. Sadly, most of them are bots, but other than that, I mean, whatever, hey, good for me. Cat, I love you, but please stop. You're just gonna ruin my stream, and I don't want you to ruin my stream. I know you want love, but please stop. Say, here, you can lay right here. Not on the keyboard, please. Thank you. Right there is perfect. In my arms, protected. Okay? Or not, okay. In that case, then, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to get down. Alrighty. Let's put that out of the way. Let's go close that window. Okay. Good, good, good. Alright. Cat, no, you're not gonna bite my screen, please. It's like, but I want attention. I want attention, boy. I want attention. I don't care what you want. Not right now. No. No, bad creeper. Bad creeper. You're not allowed near my house. I hate creepers so much. Come on. Come at me. Let's get you away from my house, shall we? Yeah. Good creeper. Let's get you away from my house. Good creeper. Alright. Do 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 do. I'm probably gonna go over to that island and try to smooth it over just a little bit. Hello, cuteness. You're cute. You're adorable. Yes, you are. You're adorable. My cat keeps bugging me. But in a cute way, so I can't be mad at her. She wants attention. I gave her food already, so it's not that. You just want pure attention from your boy. That's right. Good girl. You know who's your boy. there's enough grass here. Hmm. You serious? Alright. Just harvesting some wool. Alright, I'm going to message someone on YouTube and see if they want to join. Wait a second. Go ahead and it's amazing to me how quickly wool generates onto them. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough. Grass here. Okay, I'm tired of there being zombies and stuff in here, so. Whoa. Okay, that cave goes deeper than I was expecting. A lot deeper, wow, okay. There's a ton of skeletons in here, that's for sure. No! I know where that is. Oh crap. Okay. I need stuff, okay. No. Shot the gravel underneath me. I knew that gravel was gonna hold. I need a pickaxe. Let's grab my iron armor real quick. Okay, pickaxe, axe, yeah, okay, that should be enough. I know where that is. I know what cave system that is, okay. It's this one. Yeah, there's my crap, okay. Good, alright. think that's everything. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, that's everything, okay. I got really lucky. I know what cave system that's a part of. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn the TV down. Because I can hear it from here. Which means you guys can hear it too. Hi, Jack. Welcome to the stream. I don't know what it was, but I just wasn't really in the mood to play Oblivion for a while. Heck, I'm probably not even going to play this for a while. Might switch to another game. Who knows? Yes, sheep multiplication. There's a ton of them now. I did a little bit of work off stream. Not a lot, but just a little bit. I should. Nah, I'm using it to make beds so I can go netherite mining eventually. Oh, but I got me some diamond armor, and I want to make it netherite armor. But I don't even have another portal yet, so... Yeah, I need to extend the thing. I also died for my first time earlier in this stream. It was not nice. I might be able to expand it outwards a little bit. I don't know. I just don't want to block my friend's thing, which I already kind of am. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna turn down the volume on my TV. What do you mean by multi-layered? How would I make it multi-layered? You mean like the different stories? Like 1, 2, 3, something like that? I wouldn't know how to do that. Hey, come on, cat, please get down. Alright. Oh, true. Leads. I could do that. Don't know how exactly it would. Trying to envision it in my head right now. Like, what design would I want it to go? What do I want to go for? Be hard to build with the sheep, but I think I could do it. I'll make it out of deep slate. Make some deep slate stairs. That's a lot of stairs. I don't know if I'll need that much. That was dumb. But then make dirt. I'll need dirt. Random blocks. Dirt. Yeah. I get it now. Alright, and then I'll need deep slate walls. Oh, wrong thing. Yeah, I'll need deep slate walls. I think that should be enough. Then alright, let's figure this out. Come on, get out of my way. I also have a chicken, 2 chickens, 3 chickens in here. Let's go ahead and prune these guys. Doop, 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 and doop. Yeah, the grass is growing back at a fairly good rate, but oh my gosh, animals, go. Go. I said go. Why are you guys bugging me? Because it's a way out. Gosh. And I moved my pickaxe. Gosh, dang it. Well, that went great. All my animals are gone. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that right now. I have too many animals in there right now. Sheep. Sheepies. Come on. Yep, come on. Back in here. Back in here. Come on. Come on. Back in here. Oh my gosh, they can't get out because of this stupid chicken. Come on. Chicken, for crying out loud. Come on. Okay, this is getting annoying. Here, you know what? Screw you. Alright, come on. Come on. Yep. Good sheep. Good sheep. One at a time. One at a time. Alright. Good, good, good. Good sheep. We like to see that. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. There's a lot of zombies. What do you think I'm doing? Of course I'm breeding them for infinite wool. It's time to sleepy sleep. Zombie ASMR, my favorite. Okay. So the farm's going nice. It's not a big farm, but it's there. And then the sheep farm's going nice. I just need a cow farm. I would need to find bees, but yeah, you're right. I could do bees. But how would I do that with... I don't remember how to get the hive. Do you use shears? If I remember correctly? I don't remember. It's been so long. But I do plan on going on an adventure anyways. I don't know why I tried to sleep. Let's go and store my stuff. Wrong one. Grow a tree next to flowers. I have a bunch of flowers at the moment. Don't know why I grabbed those bits. I don't need those bits. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna try the tree trick. We'll see if that works. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the multi-layered thing right now. There's too many animals in there already. It's gonna make things difficult. That sounds overly complicated. Meh. Alright. I'm just gonna go on an adventure and see what I find, and then I'll debate doing that. Don't know why I'm putting dirt in here. This is not the dirt chest. This is the dirt. Nope. Well, it kinda is, but this is the dirt chest. It's the random blocks chest. It's the chest I don't care about. Yeah, I'll do that later. I'm fine with what I got for the moment. So I'll wait. I'll wait to do that. I don't want this, but okay. Put eggs in food. And then, bones going, nope, going here. Okay. I will have to look into that. Maybe that'll be one of the future streams. But at the moment, I don't feel like doing that. But, you know what? I think, yep, this is all flowers. So I'm going to take all these. I'm going to plant them next to this. And then we'll see what happens. Well, this should increase my chances, right? Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. I thought there were a ton of other saplings around here, I guess not, that I planted. Well, there were, they just all grew up. I have a ton of other saplings in my storage room. And look at that, they're already full. It does not, dang, that's sad. Alright. That's actually a huge bummer. I thought I had a bunch of... Why is the wool in this one? Oh my gosh, it should be in this one. Alright. I thought I had a... There they are. I still need to transfer all this crap. Yeah, I have a ton of them. Look at that, I have one more. I see. Okay. So just plant a lot of flowers around. Got it. Yeah, I remember that update. I thought it was kind of underwhelming. But that's just me. See, there's a ton of flowers around here. Should be more than capable of. When did they change the wolf texture? Just asking. Because I do not remember that in any update. Or any particular update. True. It was just kind of like a update to keep us satisfied until the big stuff came around. Oh, okay. I had no idea. Like I said, I have not played this game in probably 3 years, and there's a lot of things that are just new to me. I know the overall basics, but even with the basics, things change. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know what my problem is. Today was supposed to be Oblivion Wednesday, but I just was not in the mood to play that game. It's honestly a very, I won't say bland, but it's not as fun as other open world games I know. I like fantasy games, just for some reason Oblivion wasn't what I expected. I'll still commit and I'll still do it because I have the series, but I guess it's more engaging when there's people actually watching. I did not know that. That's an interesting fact. Those are just for wood. Alright, it's nighttime. Let's head back inside. It's not that I don't mind the monsters, it's just I don't want to deal with them. I'm just not in the mood. I can, I guess, kind of. Now that I think about it, I mean, it makes sense. Minecraft kind of blew up at one point, so... Well, that was quick. I don't like big oak trees. I know they give more wood, but I don't like them. They are, they're annoying because they kind of leave a bigger chance of a floating tree because I'm lazy. I don't like searching for every piece of wood in it. Like that one, for example. I hate that. I missed one, and because of that, it's floating, and I can't reach it. So now I need to nerd pull up there and take out this one thing. So, like, I prefer the little ones. They're easier to get rid of. That'd be cool. How old are you, by the way? You seem way too passionate about this game to be like old. Not like old, like early 20s. I'm guessing 16? Maybe 15? But I could be completely off. No, it's not. I know. You don't have to tell me if you're not comfortable. I understand not telling a stranger. Just curious. You seem to know a lot about Minecraft for someone, so. Like, I know the normal amount about Minecraft. Minecraft is definitely not my passion. I do enjoy it sometimes, but after a while it gives me a headache. Because all the pixels. I don't know why, but it's just always giving me headaches after a while. It's an odd phenomenon that happens in my life. But yeah, you don't have to tell me. I completely understand. Jack the Notable here. I grew up on that guy. His 100-day streams were so entertaining. I need to build a wall. That was his thing, was he always wanted to build a wall. Then there were ones where he did it with his wife. That was really fun. That was fun to watch. Then he would do like 100 days of Halo, 100 days of Call of Duty. It was really cool. It was really funny because he'd always make fun of Call of Duty players when he played Halo. Like when Capture the Flag game mode came on, he's like, for COD players out there, Capture the Flag is a game where you capture a flag. It's very simple, I know, but for the COD players who are very simple-minded, they probably have no clue what this game is. It was pretty funny. If I remember correctly, Jack the Notable was the first one to really kind of make that type of video popular. Artificial unintelligence. I told my mom that, and she's like, my mom's an English major, so she's like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's like the ultimate oxymoron. I'm like, how? She's like, if you're artificial and you're unintelligent, doesn't that mean you're intelligent? And I'm like, what do you mean? I still don't understand your reasoning, but just from an English major who knows the definition of like every word, she's like, that is the dumbest thing I have ever heard. I knew it. I missed a couple. This is why I don't like big oaks. You always miss a couple. Alright, now are they despawning? Yes, now they are despawning. Good. See, there's another one over there. See, I hate it. It's so annoying. I have so many saplings, it's not even funny. I mean, one tree, like, makes several, so... Which I guess kind of makes sense. Yeah, I agree. Like, for example, my mom hates the word quaint because back in like the Middle Ages it meant a very sexual thing that was insulting to women, and nowadays it means that, oh, this looks tidy, this looks nice, and she hates that word for that, and I'm like, why? It has a completely different definition now. Thank you for pointing that out. One of my friends, a tradition he has, is every time he goes on a new server or a new world, the first thing he does is he creates a mega farm. Just to lag out his friend's game. So like, when he came onto my thing, he made like 3 mega servers. Mega farms that completely broke my game. And I had to blow him up because it was so laggy, and he laughed so hard. Just because he thought it was funny. It's just something he does. No, I will say I always keep one of them because it's just useful. But he makes several every time he's on. It gets annoying after a while. No, I don't agree. I think it's awesome that there's more options. Now, will I use all those options? No. I don't even know probably 15% of those options, but it is still cool, in my opinion. I still keep track of Minecraft, like what's in store for the next update, at least most of the time. I'm not as big into it as I am like Halo or anything, but hey, do not insult my cobblestone. I will say cobblestone is by far my favorite block in the game. Actually, no, deep slate's my favorite block. Cobblestone's my second favorite block. Do not insult my house. This is actually the most creative house I've ever had. Most of the time, it's literally just a box of cobblestone. So, gotta give me props there. At least I was creative this time around. Thank you. For starter houses, they look very nice. I am genuinely surprised with how nicely they turned out. I like the oak and cobblestone look. I also like the little bridge I made. Yeah, no, that's dumb. I did that once. My friends really thought I was dumb for making it, and ever since I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna use cobblestone, but in a unique way. And so I do this now, pretty much. I will say, I got the proportions for this one a little off. So that's why the roof is a little off compared to that one. But it still looks good. I managed to make it work. Soon, yes, but I want a large stockpile before I do. Just because there's a creeper near my farm and I don't like it. Well, I'm gonna go sleepy sleep now. Come on. Also, I remember when spiders just attacked you on sight. Apparently they don't do that anymore. Yeah. So I also don't have the obsidian I need. I will need the obsidian. I'll need to find that. Lucky for me, I found some lava pools. That, if I pour a bucket on, should give me the obsidian I need. Boing, boing. So what other games do you play, Jack, other than Minecraft? Anything special? Any cool, like, shooters that you enjoy? I gotta say, I'm mostly a shooter guy. I prefer games with guns. But... that sucks. Yeah, that's... I feel bad for you. How so? Explain to me your reasoning. I mean, I agree. It depends on the day and how I feel. Right now I'm in the mood for a shooter game. But I'm doing this instead because it seems to get better views. Ah, strategy games. Yeah, like, do you know the game Stellaris? It's basically that, but in space. It's a grand strategy game. Really fun on console. It's too complicated on PC. I'm a console player at heart, but I needed a PC for my channel. But, I really do enjoy that game. I play it while I walk on the treadmill. It's a good game to just kind of take your mind off things and worry about the politics in your own nation and not in the world. Yeah, it's made by Paradox Games. They made Hoi 4 and stuff. It's basically Hoi 4 in space. But a little bit more complicated. They made a Star Trek version of it, which I wanted so badly, but it wasn't really fleshed out all that well. It only had like 4 of the major factions in it. I love Star Trek. I prefer Star Wars, but I do like Star Trek a lot. My dad's watching it right now. Actually, no, he's asleep. He listens to it while he goes to sleep. But my dad's ASMR is putting something on the TV and then turning off and then shutting his eyes. So he's out cold on the couch right now. I I'm so confused. I need to clear my inventory, but I don't remember where most of this crap goes. Hello, Exile. Finish it whenever you can, I don't mind. That game reminds me of League of Legends. I've always wanted to play that game. It looks so much fun. I tried to play it on my phone once. I got the mobile version, and I'm like, this isn't working. But yeah, I should get the PC version. That'd be so much fun. No, it's not a fresh survival start. This is the world I've been playing Minecraft on for a while now. Yeah, PC does cost money. But at least you get the whole game. With mobile, you only get like half the game. And then you have to pay money for the rest, which I think is arguably way worse. That sounds about right. Bed. Alright, that's a lot of beds. I don't remember. Don't you need an enchanted diamond pickaxe to mine netherite, or is it just a diamond pickaxe? I do not remember. Just diamond? Okay, good. I was worried you were saying, because I don't have an enchanting table yet. Cool. That's awesome. I do like Worldbox. It has some pretty funny situations in it. Like, do you know Baron Von Games? I grew up watching him and Blitz. Both really funny YouTubers. But they do Worldbox a lot. And they are really funny. I also grew up with Komodo Gaming, Spy Cakes, Beautiful OB, Daily Tactics. I grew up when I remember when Mr. Beast was a small YouTuber. Like, imagine that. Gosh, I'm old. I'm only 18. How the world changes in just a couple years. Alright. Ooh, I don't have enough space in here for all this. Okay. Nope, wrong one. Let's do an empty one. So many beds. I think I'm gonna be pretty good on beds for a while. That's so sad. At least it's not Fortnite. I would have thrown up if it was Fortnite. I used to play Roblox, and I thought it was fun when I was like 6. But now, I'm like, eh. Why? That's literally the only time I would ever say go touch grass. Like, you're touching grass in a game, touch it in real life. Wow, that is sad. Yikes. Well, didn't you hear Battlefield 6 wants 100 million players, so you might be wrong in a couple months. Battlefield 6 does look really good though, I gotta admit. I will not need torches in the nether, most likely. Because there'll be lava everywhere. I don't think I'll need shears either. I will though need a piece of gold armor if I'm... Yeah, I know it does. It's just... It's funny, the version of Halo Infinite that's on Roblox is actually pretty fun. I played it. Someone made it, and it's pretty good. For like an indie Roblox game, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot. Alright, gold. I'll need a gold helmet, most likely is the best option. It grows offline. Wow. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't like games like that. So much wrong could go... So many things could go wrong while you're offline. It's a scary thought, to be sure. Whoops, keep that. Yeah, I played this game called Fallout Shelter, where you manage it, and it's an addicting game, and I had to get off of it, but you basically manage your vault, and sheesh, and then only 10? Wow. Yikes. Okay, get back to my story. And basically, no B yet, dang. Alright. And basically, while you're offline, the vault is still running and everything's going on. But the thing is, the vault can be attacked. Like, it's attacked once every hour or something like that. And I'd wake up in the morning, check my vault, and be like, oh my gosh, everything's on fire. Like, so like games that run offline scare me now. All because of that game. There's just so much that can go wrong while you're not paying attention or while you're sleeping. Yeah, I gotta say, Roblox, I mean, everyone kind of was, but I got Roblox when it was like first made, and it was kind of like, okay, this is kind of cool, and yeah, whatever. And now it's like Unreal Engine. That is true, it does not. Where'd my torches go? I just had them. There they are. I need to find obsidian, so for the time being I'm going to keep the gold helmet in my inventory. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I think my favorite Roblox game ever was Tower Wars. I don't know why, it was just a lot of fun. I would just shoot their towers with a bazooka until they died. It's a ton of fun. Okay. So, I need more torches. That should be plenty. Alright, now I need to go find where that lava was. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. It was just called Tower Wars. It wasn't fancy at all. It would just... I would just blow a hole in my own tower until I got a view of theirs, and then I would just use like a little canopy that I created, and then I would just shoot at theirs until it died. It's not complicated. I forgot a water bucket. I knew I was forgetting something. It's time to get dizzy. Only problem is I do not... I don't think I remember which way it was. I think I do. But I'm not certain. It's true. My brother has autism, and I can attest to the truthfulness of that statement. Alright, I guess I can put... Actually, I'm gonna put... Yeah, it's a very true statement. You're completely right. I'm gonna need more water buckets, aren't I? Probably. Problem is I don't have that much iron at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. That's a true statement right there. 1 second. My eyes need to adjust. My eyes need a break. Alright. That's better. I might need to put on my sunglasses. The screen's really bright right now. Okay. Where'd my... I'm so turned around right now. Also, did you hear about copper tools? I tried to make some earlier, but apparently it hasn't been added to Bedrock yet. I genuinely do not know what to expect. I don't know if they're good, I don't know if they're bad. Of course, very clearly. I'm just kidding. You ever played Halo, Jack? By far the best first-person shooter out there. At least games, first-person shooter game series out there. When it comes to the story. And, in my opinion, the gameplay as well. But, that's a separate topic. There are several different types of gameplay when it comes to shooters. Whoa, there was a lot of lightning in the sky outside my house. No, oof. I recommend it. It's good. I'm currently doing a playthrough on Thursdays. Every Thursday I play Halo. We're currently doing Halo 2 at the moment. I just finished Halo 1 last week, I think. Yep, I hear the lava. Halo's a lot different. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, great. Well, that sucked. I didn't bring a block to... Okay. That didn't work. I'm going to go ahead and mine myself some deep slate, because I forgot to bring a stack of building blocks. And maybe I find some diamonds in here too, I don't know. Yeah, Halo's a lot different. While it's not a lot slower, but it is slower than most other shooters. At least the originals were. There's lava above me. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch out for that. Oh, would you look at that? I found some diamonds. Cool. I think I have... Is he a Minecraft YouTuber? He sounds familiar. I'm in a hole. Okay, so far so good. I think I'm above the lava now. Hopefully. Yeah, I think I've seen them before then. What's that? It's an interesting noise. Well, hello, lava. Hello. And, oh, it's a she. Okay, then no, I do not know who you're talking about. I thought you were talking about somebody else. Lava. Yes, lava. And obsidian. Not enough. Not as much as I'd like, but... 1 second, I'll be right back. I'll keep track of them. Okay, I'm back. She, they, yeah, I don't know or care about her anymore. I really don't care about people who have weird pronouns. Just not something I need to associate myself with. I had a friend who stabbed me in the back when he changed his stuff, and I don't need to associate with those people anymore. But that's that. Finally found the obsidian, so that's nice. That's kind of cool. Never heard of Minecraft on the Game Boy before. That is pretty cool. I hear alien noises. Why do I hear alien noises? I swear, the ambient noise in this game gets creepier every update. Meh. That was weird. Yeah, but you should tune in the Halo stream tomorrow. I think you'd like it. It's definitely not Call of Duty, if that's what you're trying to picture in your head. It's 100% not. The mechanics are slightly different, and it's just an overall better time in my opinion. Oh, I made a cobblestone generator. That's a weird place for a cobblestone generator. Okay. Whatever. Another one, huh? Okay. How much? Oh, that's plenty. Let's just get 2 more. Then I'll leave this place. Okay. Tester is done? Yeah, I heard about him. I used to be subscribed to him I used to find his stuff entertaining. Then he did some not so great things, said some not so great things to someone. And I couldn't stay subscribed to someone who said those things, so. And meant them too. It's one thing to make a joke about it. Yeah. I'm friends with All-Star. He was one of my first subscribers. He even gave me a shout out on his channel, which helped boost my morale. I appreciated him a lot, and when he announced that he was retiring, I gave him a good farewell. Well, he's not really retired, he still posts, but he doesn't make videos anymore. Now, we do disagree politically, but he's still an overall really good guy. And I wish him the best of luck in life. Yeah, just because he said it a very long time ago doesn't mean it's right. I still watch some of his videos, but because I like to stay informed, and he's pretty non-biased most of the time, and he's fairly accurate. To be fair, he is fairly accurate in his predictions, but I am definitely MAGA. I am a MAGA person. I mean, if you couldn't tell by the name, I love my country. And I just do not like what... Yeah, Tester is done. Yeah. Nice pun there. Yeah, I know. He forfeited it to a member of the Real American Discord server. That, I like Real American. He has cool content. But he gave it to the guy who's my least favorite on that channel because he supports communist China over Taiwan. No, he says it jokingly at times, but he also means it at other times. Yeah. My life is my parents raised me right, I guess. I gotta thank that to my parents. I love my mom and dad. Yeah, he doesn't support communism, but he supports the efficiency of it. Not of communism, but like of the Chinese government, and I'm like, that's still kind of supporting it. Like I like your MAGA takes, and I like your, his name's Luke, the guy Tester gave to the channel, and overall he's a really cool guy. But there are times where it's just like, seriously, you support communist China? I can't tell if it's a joke or not, because there are times where he's like, sounds serious, and there are other times where he doesn't. Alright, so now that I have the obsidian, I need to find a good place to put my portal. I don't think so. I think communism's the most evilest thing in the world. I'd rather live in a dictatorship than under communism. Because communism always leads to a way worse dictatorship. It's true. I'm a huge history buff. That's partially why I hate communism so much. I mean, in my description, it literally says we hate commies and aliens. But yeah, communism's killed over 100 million people, and it's still killing people. I know. Yeah, I can't. I will never support that. Now, I'd rather live in the United States over anywhere else, because this country's awesome. But if I had to choose between... Now, I'd still hate both. Let's keep that in mind. I hate both. I despise both. But if I had to choose... That could work, but at the same time, I don't know if it is reasonable, because that'd be like if the workers actually had the best intentions, which, let's be honest, everyone at the end of the day is a selfish person. Everyone thinks about themselves at the end of the day, and while communism looks down at that and punishes that and kills that in the middle and lower class, capitalism encourages it in a positive way most of the time. Now, I do agree there need to be controls on big companies. Like, I hate BlackRock, for example. And there are times where capitalism can get out of control. But out of all the systems we've tried throughout history, the most successful and richest one has been capitalism. The most healthiest one has been capitalism. The longest life expectancy has been capitalism. It's just, I will always choose a capitalist society over any other, because it encourages hard work. It encourages being free. At least in some ways. Now, capitalism can of course still be evil. Yeah, it's true. But that's why communism never works. Is because on paper, I mean, even on paper, it's a bad form of government. But I wouldn't say it does. Capitalism encourages making money. That could mean a lot of things. Capitalism doesn't explicitly encourage destroying the planet. Now, do a lot of people mine resources and make resources and do things like that to make money? Yeah, and I support that in many ways. I support oil, I support these things because we have it, we should be able to use it. But at the same time, if I like capitalism because if it gets to a point where, let's say, those resources disappear and we need new resources, capitalism encourages us to make those new resources. And people are already trying to do that. I mean, look at solar power. We wouldn't have solar power if we weren't in a capitalist country. We wouldn't have people looking into hydrogen power and nuclear power if we weren't in a capitalist country. I mean, yeah, that's an interesting take. I've never heard that before. That is an interesting take, I gotta say. I don't 100% agree with it. But at the same time, that is a good overall take. I wouldn't call that communism, though, I don't know what I would call that, but I don't think it's communism. Because communism encourages destroying the middle class, while capitalism encourages keeping the middle class and rising above the middle class. Because a country can't thrive without a middle class. That is true, but the government, at least in the United States, the economy is mostly driven by small business. Like, I remember correctly, like 20 trillion% of the United States economy is by small business. Yeah, but that's not how it works. That's not what happens. If it, on paper, that's what it says. But that's not how it works. Yeah, suburban areas do bankrupt cities. But at the same time, you kind of need a suburban area. Because where else are people going to live? Yeah, that's not happening. People will always be greedy. Because no matter what happens, people will take care of themselves and their family first before helping others. Which we kind of have already. We do kind of have a checks and balances system. That's why I like the Electoral College, because it's a check and because it's one of those checks and balances. But overall, there are times where we need more. Yeah, I agree. There are a balance in all things, but I'd still say that overall capitalism is better. If that's what we're arguing, that's what I agree. That's what I'm going with. Now, I don't know if we're arguing. We're not technically arguing. We're just talking. I don't think we need to argue, but we're just trying to understand each other's point of view, which I prefer over arguing. But yeah, I'm definitely 100% on the MAGA train, to answer your original question. I like Trump a lot. I campaigned for him. That is a good take. I like that. I like that a lot. That's why I do not like the IRS, because yeah, I like that. That's a good take. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like that a lot. You seem to me to be more of a... That's an oxymoron, never mind. Maybe more of a libertarian, I guess? Maybe? Which, respect. But I don't know. Because you have some really good takes. And overall, it seems like we agree. So I'm gonna say you're more of like a libertarian conservative. I don't know if you're MAGA, at least not yet. Maybe if we talk about more stuff, I'll figure that out, but no bees. Seriously? No bees? Like at all? It's kind of lame. Took the Pokemon's ones. I am very far low and to the left, although I am lower than I am left. Okay. So, yeah, you'd be in the more libertarian area. But there's no such thing as a left-wing libertarian. Those two ideologies do not work together at all. But that does make more sense. You seem more just like an independent thinker, I guess, is a good way to put it. Which is good. I like independent thinkers. Even if we don't agree, we can be respectful towards one another. But overall, I seem to agree. I agree. At least now, the left is mostly determined by social issues, which is not how you should run a country. I know the perfect place to put my nether portal. Like, while social issues are good and you need to manage them, you also don't take the 20% compared to the 80. That's what the Democrats are doing right now. It's driving me insane. Because they're taking all the wrong positions on everything. And it's really ticking me off. Because it makes no sense to me whatsoever. I already have a flint and steel. What am I doing? It should be in my gear, I think. Yep. You're definitely more of a libertarian. Yep. And I agree. I agree. Everyone should have their agency, their free rights to do whatever the heck they want. Now, obviously you need to obey the laws, but yeah. Honestly, I don't see the Democratic Party surviving the next 10 years. But I also don't like leftists. I can agree with them more often than I can liberals. But there's... in my opinion, alright, so this is that's way too big. In my opinion, okay, there are three branches of the Democratic Party. There's the Workers' Democrat, the Leftist Democrat, and the Liberal Democrat. The Workers' Democrat mostly have fled the party and are now with Trump. Those like Tulsi Gabbard, RFK Jr., blah blah, they're kind of with Trump now. Unions are now with Trump in many ways. Then there's the leftists, which are like the AOCs, the Elizabeth Warrens, those people. Those people are deranged in many ways. Okay, some of their policies, okay, kinda good, but your representatives are deranged. I'm just gonna say it. They are dumb. I would never vote for them just because of how stupid they are. Like, they might champion decent policies, but oh my gosh, are they dumb. But then there's the liberals, who are like the Chuck Schumers, Nancy Pelosi's, stuff like that. Liberal used to mean like you're for democracy, you're for, well, not democracy, but like you're for voting, you're for women's rights, you're for race rights and stuff like that. But they've taken it so far. Oh, I completely got it off center. That's dumb. Alright. But, like, right now, liberals are like the old guard of the Democratic Party. Okay. It's, definitely more left-wing, I would say. But, yeah, the main problem I have with the Democratic Party is pretty much everything in their playbook is from a communist's playbook. Like, they're targeting religion. They are trying to cancel people for speaking their mind. They're trying to indoctrinate kids in schools. They're trying to... They're just trying to do a bunch of things that are like, okay, this is like this is like the dictator's playbook. I don't like this. This isn't, no. Exactly. See, you get it. Like, for example, the law states that you're allowed to say anything within reason. Like, you can't go threatening people's lives. Like, just... It's kind of dumb, in my opinion. Just like, oh, you're a transphobe, or oh, you're this, oh, you're that. It's just like, I am just saying my opinion. I don't give a crap about any of these titles that you're giving me. I don't care. So stop trying to cancel me, for crying out loud. I am just saying what I believe. There's nothing wrong with it. But it just seems like right now the Democrats are like completely against expressing your own opinion. Which I will never understand. This is not another portal. Oh, it is. They made it so it can be different shapes now? Cool. I did not know that. That lined up. That's not lined up. You gotta be kidding. Why is it not lined up? Alright, I just need to take out these three. Okay, then I need to go here. And there. And then it should do it. Now it's lined up. Good. Alright. It's a nice place for it too. I like it. That's not how they act. It's not how they talk. But I guess when you look at it a purely policy perspective, maybe. But that's definitely not what their goals are, in my opinion. I guess a good way to look at it, I guess a good way to gauge your perspective on things. Last election, who would have you voted for? I'm not going to judge you, I don't care. That was 6 months ago, I don't care. I would have voted for Trump. All 3 times. I was still slightly too young to vote last year. I was 6 months too young. Really? Okay. Fair enough. I like Trump a lot. You can probe my mind on why. I don't care. I feel like once he was shot at, he kind of won. He won. He was shot on the night I was celebrating my birthday party. I was celebrating my birthday. It wasn't my birthday, but it was a couple days after my birthday. But it was still an eventful night after that. That was for sure. Very eventful night. Yeah, that's fair. He does say some stuff that's kind of off the cuff. I like his policies. I agree with the tariffs. I agree with pretty much everything he's done. And guess what? The one thing I will say about the guy is he's almost right about everything. Like almost every prediction he's ever made has come true. Like I can't argue with those results. Not to mention he does keep most of his promises. I will say most. Why would I hurt anyone? Liberals hurt people, I don't hurt people. I will say, I did not agree with January 6th. What happened that day was wrong. I don't care what side of the political aisle you're from, we can all agree that day was wrong, but I do not think it represents Trump in the slightest. That was just a riot. It was a protest that became a riot, and there was nothing we could do about it. It just happened. I do not believe in that. I do believe that nations need to happen. There needs to be borders, and there needs to be control. He endorsed the protest. He endorsed the peaceful protest. He did not endorse the riot. What he said was peacefully and patriotically protest. He did not say riot. And when they started rioting, he wanted to send in the National Guard, but Nancy Pelosi stopped him. Yeah, it's true. It's a sad fact, but I do think religion is important. That's why I like the United States. All religions are welcome, as long as you don't hurt people. He did. I will say, he was probably mad that he lost. To be honest, I would be too. But, and I agree, he lost that election. It wasn't rigged, it wasn't anything, he lost. Now, it was sketchy, I will say. There was a lot of stuff that happened, but he lost. It just happened. There's sketchy stuff that happens every election. But he lost. And him saying that, oh, well, I didn't lose, it was rigged. I gotta say that was probably my least favorite thing, man. True. I just still think religion's important. I'm very religious. I love my church. I love my community. Yeah, that's why I like the Electoral College. Because a popular vote is way easier to cheat in. Where the Electoral College, if you cheat in one state, it only affects that one state. It doesn't affect the whole country. That's why I like the Electoral College. It prevents cheating on a massive scale. It prevents people from just printing ballots and saying, oh, well, look at that, he got 20 million more votes than anyone else in history. Wonder how that happened. He got 20 million more votes than there were people in the country. Well, how did that happen? Like, just, it prevents that from happening, and I like that. I do not agree with the popular vote. I disagree, but it is what it is. That is your opinion, and you are entitled to it. I'm not going to judge it. I respectfully disagree. But it's also still easier to cheat in a popular vote as well. Just saying. It gives each state a voice, and I like that. I like state rights compared to federal rights. I prefer state rights. Okay, I've been staring at this menu for way too long. I shouldn't need torches in another. You're gonna have to be more specific on the social issues one. I go pretty all over the place sometimes. Unless you're gonna have to be specific. I don't disagree, but at the same time I do kinda. So, you gotta understand, I'm gonna do like a history lesson here. When it came to the Civil War, the main reason the South had slavery is because they were a more agricultural farming economy, and they did not have the population to maintain all that farmland without slaves. Now, I do not agree with slavery in the slightest. I'm glad the Union won. I would fight for the Union every day of the week, but I can understand the South's perspective. Just abolishing slavery would cause an economic ruin, which, funny fact, it did. For decades after the Civil War, the South was starving to death. Now, I'm from the South. I live in the South, so I do sympathize with South a little bit more. But I do prefer the Union. But with that said, there was a plan. Cool. South Bros. I live in Florida. But there was a plan to gradually, over time, get rid of slavery. But the sad thing was the South was so set in their ways that they thought that, yeah, it should have been gradually phased out. The war made things extremely difficult. Now, I don't agree with states seceding, but I do think states should have the right to secede. Okay. Yeah. The thing is, a lot of people don't know this, but when the Founding Fathers approved slavery in the Constitution, most of them were against it. One second, I'll get to that subject in a second. But about the Founding Fathers and why they kept slavery in. When the Founding Fathers were making the Declaration of Independence, slavery was being phased out. France had gotten rid of slavery. Britain was on track to get rid of slavery. They were like, okay, slavery's going to end soon. And the only way we'll get the southern states to join up is if there's slavery. So, for the moment, we will have it in, and in, let's say, 50 years, it'll be gone. Well, it didn't work out that way, because the cotton gin. The cotton gin was originally designed to get rid of slavery, but instead it exploded slavery. And it was just an unforeseen side effect of a good creation. Because the cotton gin was very efficient. It made cotton. But you need a workforce to harvest that cotton. And the South didn't want to get rid of basically a free workforce. And just a lot of things went wrong really fast. And it definitely could have gone down better. But that's my take on it, is the South was, because they genuinely could not see them surviving without slavery. So, with that, the main reason that happened was because, now don't get me wrong, the South was very racist. Don't get me wrong. It was a very racist time. Even in the North, which were sympathetic to black people, they were still kind of seen down upon. It was just a racist time. That was the normal things. Now, I don't like looking at the past with modern standards. Okay, that is one thing that people do not understand, and it ticks me off, is you have to look at the past from their perspective. You cannot project modern values, modern sentiments on the past, or else you'll never learn from it and you'll never understand it. And so, the main reason racism continued was because the South was bitter. They were bitter, and can you blame them? The North destroyed their home. I mean, General Sherman literally burned down every city he came across in the South. Burned it down. He burned down Savannah, he burned down everything. And you see that, and you're like, I could understand why they'd be bitter and why they would hate these people, because from their perspective, they're like, the North fought for the slaves, and now the slaves are free, and now they roam around amongst us, and it's because of these people our homes are destroyed. So I can see that perspective. Now, do I agree with it? No, I don't. I don't agree with it at all. But I can understand it. For a long time, we hated the British. And now look at us, we're great allies. It's just how it works. But, like, for example, a lot of leftists right now hate people like George Washington and a lot of the founding fathers because, like, oh, they own slaves, that means they're automatically evil. No. In fact, most of them were probably the nicest to their slaves. When George Washington died, in his will, he had his slaves all released and became free. Hamilton did the same thing. George Washington, a lot of his slaves, a lot of the records that the slaves kept and that their descendants kept talked about him being the nicest owner they ever had. They didn't sleep in a barn, they slept. I've never heard of it, sorry. But yeah, that's my take on that social issue. If you have another social issue, I'd be happy to rant about it. And I hope that I could teach you something new. I like teaching people about history. I'd probably be a good history teacher. Sleepy. I'm a little tired, but I'm good. I can go a little longer. Yeah, it's true. That's a good quote. Is the sun rising? I think the sun's rising. But okay. I think that's enough beds. But yeah, if you have another social issue you want to talk about, feel free to ask me about it. That's an interesting concept. Here we go. Going into hell. Please give me somewhere good. Please, somewhere good. That's lucky. Okay. Okay. That's very lucky. The heck? Ow. Stupid ghast. Come on, come at me. Ow. Alright, I'm gonna start going down. It's at level 10 I need to be at. I'm at level 49 at the moment. Alright. Oh, great. Well, I guess I'm not going down. Alright. Okay, where's... Ow! That hurt. I swear, if this thing destroys my portal, I'm going to be ticked. I'm gonna leave. Okay, well. My spawn could have been better. But it is, I mean, at least I'm next to another fortress, that's nice. But other than that, there's not. I have not found the end yet. Sorry. I'm still near spawn. I'm still near the original spawn point. Which was like over there somewhere. I have no clue where the end portal is. You think I would, but I do not. No bees. Really? Oh yeah, definitely get some wheats. I'm gonna put all these beds out of my inventory now though. Kinda disappointed I didn't spawn closer to the level. Yes, and some sheeps. Grab my shears. Probably need to make another one. I need iron. I should go mining for iron. Right, wheat and... Completely forgot what I was doing for a second. some monsters got in my thing and ruined my crops. I guess it makes sense because I have a massive hole right there that I should probably fix. No, that was stupid. Alright. Just ignore that for now. But seriously, no beehive? Just a bunch. Oh, sweet, there's a beehive. But it's on the ground. What? That makes no sense. What? Excuse me? There's a beehive, but it's on the... That's gonna be a problem. Don't you think? Okay, well, I need to remember how to do a campfire. I'll look it up in a second. At least now I have a bunch of wood. So that's nice. That makes sense. I'm gonna cut down some of these trees. Actually, no, not yet. What I'm gonna do is dig around this, so... That should work, right? Alright. Cut down the bee tree? Why? Won't they be mad about that? I'm gonna get a campfire first. Oh, okay, got it. What am I doing? Alright, I need coal. Coals and charcoal, not coal. Oh, okay. Okay. So these sticks, I need those. Perfect, just needed 3. Campfire. Perfect. Oh. May I ask why I should get rid of the tree? I'm gonna sleep first. I do not want to accidentally hit the beehive while fighting off zombies. Creeper. I did this again, gosh dang it. There we go. Okay, cool. Oh, it's one of the big ones. Okay, gonna end the stream soon. I'm getting tired. That's a big one. That's another big one. Bee. Hello, bee. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the talk. That was fun. Windows. Oops. Gonna go ahead and save and quit. Alright. Go ahead and grab this. Okay. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.